Hi guys, and welcome to my very first video vlog. My Christmas vlog, I think is what I called it. Yeah, that sounds right. Anyway, I hope to do a series of these, like the 12 days of Christmas. Hi Jazz, of course, he's got to be right here. He heard me talking to the camera. So anyway, I've got a lot of things I wanted to touch on tonight, and I don't want to make it too long because I can get kind of long-winded. So I know a lot of you are new on your carnivore journey, and you had some questions, things you were curious about, and that's what I really want to do with my videos. I want to help other people that are just starting their journey and hopefully can relate to me. Really? You got to be right here, huh? The carnivore community is the best. They are the least judgmental out of all the diet communities. They're just helpful. Everybody wants to encourage you, and they just want you to feel good because that's what the carnivore diet is about. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And everybody that I've come across in the carnivore community has just been absolutely amazing. They just have offered so much advice and information, and it's just been great. There's been times where I was having a difficult time, but I would come online and pour my heart out, and bless you guys, you would always come to the comment section and just encourage me and tell me things that have worked for you, what you're doing, because we all, our journeys are all a little bit different. They're not all exactly the same, but the main goal is to feel better. It's not even just to lose weight, it's to get healthy and to feel our best. So that's what we're working towards. And like I said, I received some questions regarding a few things about doing carnivore, especially in the beginning. I didn't write the names down of who asked me what, but one of the questions that somebody asked about was exercising. I know that a lot of people like to exercise. I don't. I don't think I ever have. I've joined a gym a few times and went once or twice, and I just never was a fan. But I'd always hoped that I would get to the point where I feel good enough that I would enjoy exercising. I haven't gotten to that point yet. The most I do is I do go walking, and it took me a while to get to that point. When I first started doing carnivore, I felt crappy. The last thing I wanted to do was exercise. If they said that I had to exercise in order to do this and feel better and lose weight, I would have been out. So I was so grateful to find out that they didn't recommend it. In fact, they say it's best not to when you're first starting, because the whole idea is to get rid of your sugar and carb addiction and get rid of the toxins from all the crappy foods and start feeling better and healing. And then once you're feeling good and you're motivated, then if you want to, then yeah, it's probably a great idea to exercise. I did start walking, and for me, that's the most exercise I'm going to get. I do want to do some strength training though, but I've been talking about that for a while and I haven't started it yet. But that's the goal. But anyway, no, you don't have to exercise. It's a personal choice. It's probably good if you do, but you don't have to. I had a knee injury and it was so bad and it caused me so much pain, and I walked with a walking stick. I called it a hiking stick because I thought it was cooler than a cane. But anyway, I had issues to where I would have to ice my knee at night. I'd wake up in the middle of the night. It just was killing me. And just within not even a week of being on carnivore, getting rid of all the carbs and the sugars, I lost all the inflammation, all the pain in my knee. It was like I woke up one day and it just wasn't hurting anymore. And I waited for the pain to come back. And that was 13 weeks ago, and it hasn't come back. It blew my mind because I thought I was looking at surgery at some point. I still can't believe it. But not only, my knee pain is gone, all over inflammation, all the aches and pains. But yeah, my knee was keeping me from doing any sort of exercise. Just even walking was difficult for me. So I was so thrilled when that happened. And now that I am feeling better, now that I've healed and I've lost weight, because it's hard to go walking when you're carrying around 100 extra pounds. you know, it's difficult. But now that I'm down 50 pounds, walking is easier. My knee doesn't hurt anymore. So yeah, now I don't mind. I do enjoy, you know, going walking. Um, but as far as like a routine of exercise, I haven't gotten there yet. Maybe I will. Maybe after I lose all the weight, I'm going to feel so good. I'll be like, yay, let's exercise. Let's go to the gym. I'll be surprised, but I would hope that would happen because I think that would be really beneficial. So there, that was a long answer to the first question. Another question was coffee. Absolutely, you can have coffee. No, it's not carnivore, but I think the vast majority of carnivores do drink coffee. And I haven't heard of any of them that drink it black yet. You know, the saying only psychopaths drink black coffee. Just saying. But most carnivores that do drink coffee put butter in it. And actually, it's really good because butter is a fat like cream and it kills the bitterness of coffee. It gives it a creamy flavor. And when you use the little frother or whatever, it's really good. It just makes it taste good. But you don't have to do that. You can use whole heavy whipping cream, and it's not recommended, but it's some of us do use certain sweeteners, not sucralose and not aspartame. I use stevia, but that's not considered carnivore. Obviously, it's a plant, but I use such a minuscule amount. Um, the people that don't recommend it, the reason that they don't recommend it is they're worried that it might trigger your sugar cravings. If that's a problem, then I wouldn't use it. I haven't had any issues. I just use that and that's it. It hasn't made me want anything else. So if it did, I would quit using it. And it doesn't make me produce insulin or spike my blood sugar because some of those sweeteners do. So yes, you can have coffee with heavy cream in it or butter or even salt. I found salt kills the bitterness and it's good for you with the electrolytes. And if you are going to use unsweetened creamers, because some people even do that, just be careful how much you use and try and find one with stevia. It's really difficult. I did find one, but they don't have it in my store. I think, Chobani. I think they actually, and it's a good creamer. And the only unsweetened one I think they have is like hazelnut. I'm not a big fan of hazelnut. I like the peppermint mocha, and I was using that, and I still do occasionally. It's a treat for me, but you know, it's your choice. If you feel like you're using it and it causes you any issues, then I would say stop. So yeah, that was the second question. And the third question was, what do I eat? Well, when I first started, I ate terrible, but I wasn't carnivore yet. I was easing into it. So I was ketovore. I couldn't dive into this head first. I had to slowly ease into it. I had to kick my sugar and carb habit first. And then I was able to do carnivore because it was, you know, I was very much, I was into, you know, sugar and carbs. And so it was a really heavy addiction for me. So at the beginning, I just ate as much meat as I could. I ate a lot of sausage, which is probably the worst of all the meats you could eat, but it was still meat. And every time I got hungry, I would have like an Italian sausage. I'd put cheese on it. I was still eating nuts. I eventually gave up the nuts, but the nuts are high in protein. They have fat, but they also have oxalates. If you don't know about oxalates, read up on it. It was new to me too. I didn't know anything about it, but that helped with my inflammation, giving up the nuts. But in the beginning, I did have nuts. I had a half an avocado almost every day, which actually is good as far as it's got a lot of fat in it. And so in the morning, I was having bacon and eggs. In the afternoon, I would take beef jerky, sugar-free beef jerky for lunch or nuts. And then in the evening, I would have an Italian sausage with cheese on it. And it was so satiating that I didn't want more. And then sometimes even before I went to bed, if I was still hungry and I was craving something, I would heat up another sausage and eat it before I went to bed. And that really worked for me. But eventually I did get tired of the sausage, and then I switched over to eating more red meat, which is actually a lot better for you. It has more iron in it, and that's an issue with me, but I've talked about that in other videos. So it's preferable to eat red meat, you know, but if you can't afford to eat steaks or whatever, just meat, just eat meat. That's the whole goal. Eat meat, eat as much as you can, make sure you're full. One of the best tips I can give you is in the morning before you leave the house, before you go to work, or if you're just going out and you're going to be gone for the day, make sure you're full before you leave the house. Because if you get hungry while you're out and about, it's really difficult to find, carnivore food that you can just grab. Going through a drive-through, I guess you could get a hamburger and take everything off of it. But yeah, it's better if you can just make sure you're full, and then bring some carnivore appropriate snacks with you, like beef jerky. And, if you have to bring pistachios or whatever, just to tide you over, you can do that. As long as you're eating 70% or more of your calories in meat, you're a carnivore. So, but like I said, there's different levels of carnivore, and you'll learn more about that as you get into it. There was one time I did a video, and there's like 8 different carnivores. It blew my mind. I was like, what? But basically, there's really only 2. There's the purist and the dirty carnivores. And I'm kind of in between. So, but it's working for me. I'm losing the weight. I feel good. I'm healing. And that was my main objective. So yeah, don't worry about giving yourself a title. If you're doing this to heal, you'll know, how your body feels, how it reacts to certain foods. Some people have to eliminate almost everything. Some people can eat, a few veggies, or they can eat dairy and they're fine. Some people can even have a few spices, but you're better off if you can avoid those things. But if you absolutely can't and you're feeling okay on it, who am I to tell you not to? So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing, I wanted to update you on where I'm at right now in my journey. Like I've said, I'm down 50 pounds. I don't weigh myself every day anymore. I was a scale addict, so I'm trying to get away from that. I'm using the tape measure, and I'll be taking my measurements again, tomorrow. I think it'll have been 2 weeks since the last time, so we'll see where I'm at. I think that's better than getting on the scale, because, sometimes you won't lose any weight, but you'll lose inches. And that was the thing that blew me away when I realized, because it didn't seem like the scale was going down that fast or that much. And then I tried on a specific outfit and it just hung on me. And I was like, how can this be? I don't feel like I've lost that much weight. But it's the, body composition, your fat cells shrink. And even though, and you gain muscle, I don't know. All I know is I had lost a ton of inches more than I had pounds. So that has never happened to me before. And right now, I'm having that issue with my jeans. I don't lose weight as fast in my bottom half, and most women find that's true for them as well. But I have noticed that, my stretchy mom jeans were getting looser and looser. They were at their limit before I started this. So they were stretched to the max. I know I probably should have gone up another size, but I refused. But now I'm at the point, even though they're stretchy and they were like snug fitting, they're baggy, they just look terrible on me. But they're baggy in the thighs, which is good. That means that's where I'm losing it. But they're not as baggy in the butt and hips as I would like. Not yet. So I'm not ready to buy new ones because I still have 50 pounds to go. I might buy a pair or something because they really do look funky on me. But most of the time I don't care. I don't go anywhere where it's even something I need to think about. But it's a good thing. It's a win, right? I can feel it in my clothes. And if you guys have noticed, I wear a lot of jewelry, a lot of rings, and my rings are getting so loose that they are actually falling off my fingers. So my big fat sausage fingers are actually losing weight. So that's cool. But I've lost a couple rings, and that's not cool. Fortunately, most of my rings are just cheap costume jewelry. So I'm not going to be wearing my good rings until I lose all the weight. I don't want to have to worry about that. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I did switch my diet up a little bit. I'm not eating as much bacon because I was eating bacon all the time. It's good. And it was low in carbs and high in fat, but no iron and very little protein. So it really wasn't the wisest choice. It's a great food to add to other stuff. Like if you're having a steak for dinner, yeah, throw in a couple pieces of bacon, or in the morning, bacon with some eggs. But by itself, it really wasn't beneficial. I need to focus on eating more nutrient dense foods that have more iron, more protein. So that's my newest goal. I'm working on that, trying to eat more. I wasn't eating enough. I always go through phases, and you're going to find this true too. Most people that do this say that they lose their appetite. After a few weeks, you just aren't as hungry anymore, and you find yourself eating less and less, but that's not good. On normal diets, it would be when you're counting calories, but not on the carnivore diet. I found myself going into starvation mode, and my body just held on to the fat. It wasn't releasing anything. Once I upped my calories to where they should be, started eating a little more, the weight started coming off again. So that's very important to know. Another thing that you need to know is electrolytes. Now, I've heard some people say they don't have any issues and they never had to worry about it, but a lot of people do. I definitely was one. I got the keto flu at the very beginning, and it's awful. It is just like the flu. I didn't think I was going to need it, and I thought they were too expensive. But there's some stuff called keto chow, and it's very inexpensive. And you just put a couple drops of that in your water, and that will help if you get leg cramps, which I did, and headaches and all that other stuff, because I wasn't getting enough. And salt, sodium. Salt and sodium is a little different. You got to salt your food, but you still need more sodium, and that's where the electrolytes come in. So I highly recommend you use some sort of electrolyte. A lot of people use that Element, but then that controversy with the maltodextrin and that issue. So you might want to research that before you decide if you want to go that route. So there's that. And then I wanted to talk about my Christmas crafts. This is the one I'm going to show you, the one that I did earlier today. I think you guys will enjoy this one. It's super easy and really cheap, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy this one. Okay, guys, today's Christmas craft is for all of you people that are always saying, I can't craft, I'm not crafty, it's too hard. Trust me, you can do this one. It's super easy, super simple, super cheap, and it's something that I get the most comments on. Everybody loves it. It's a lot of fun, and you can get all the supplies at the Dollar Tree. So I've already put it together. As a matter of fact, I had to take it down because it's been hanging up all year long. And this is the mistletoe. How cute is that? It's just, I bought a 3-pack, I think, of these toads at the Dollar Tree in the toy section. There's, they come in a pack of 3, I'm pretty sure. And then I bought another package of weapons for like G.I. Joe or whatever. They had those there. They had all kinds of stuff in there. And they had these like missile looking things. And then I just embellished it with, I don't know if I had this on another Christmas ornament or what, on a wreath. I just pulled it off and glued it on, and some string. And it's been hanging up all year. I totally forgot about it, but everybody always comments on this. People love it. I ended up making a bunch last year or the year before because everybody wanted one. They're so cute. And all I did was glue the embellishment on, the greenery, the bottom part, the missile. I just tied it on with the twine. So when I say everybody can do this one, everybody can do this one. So this is going to be the easiest one I'm going to show you. I wanted to show you the blessing balls. I did do them. I made a couple last night, but I want to film it so you guys can see exactly what I do. And I just ran out of time tonight. So hopefully I'll be able to film that for our next video. But yeah, how easy is that? And what did it cost? I mean, $1.25 for the 3-pack of toads, and then $1.25 for a package of weapons. So you can make at least 3 of them for $2.50. You can't beat that. They're fun, and they make cute gifts. They're great for the white elephant gift too at the office. Okay, another craft, and I already posted some pictures on my community page, is the blessing balls or Yule balls or witchy balls, whatever you want to call them. I love these. I was going to record myself making them, but I'm just not good at doing a craft and recording it. So I'm just going to show you what I did. I think they came out absolutely beautiful. This is one of the larger ones. I did two different sizes. I don't know where the other one is. I did the large ones and I did the small ones. Hold on, I'm going to go find it because I think the smaller ones were even cooler. Okay, this is the smaller one. I don't know if you can see it very well. It says Prosperity, but they're at the Dollar Tree, the clear balls. There's two for $1.25 with the small ones, and then the large ones were $1.25. And I think they even had a medium sized one. But anyway, they're very inexpensive. And what I used is this is deer moss in there. Dried flowers. I had a bunch of dried roses. Whenever I get a bouquet of flowers, I hang them upside down and dry them. So I had dried flowers. I have lots of dried lavender because I grow my own lavender. I put other herbs in here, and you can put stones. You can, charge your stones with energy and put those in there with your intention. You can add cinnamon sticks. My daughter came up with a great idea. She's going to make some beachy ones. She got like sand and we've got miniature starfish and tiny little shells, and she's going to make some for her tree. And I thought that sounded like a great idea. But just any kind of dried floral stuff, some leaves. I had a bunch of leaves, and you can even write your intentions on the leaves. I wrote mine on paper, but I think this would have been a cuter idea. I didn't see that until after I'd already done mine. But the whole idea of these is they used them for house blessings. People would, you can hang them on your tree. You can hang them anywhere, like you hang up mistletoe, but people would hang them in their windows. And they're just, I think they're a darling gift. You can even get them in glass. And then you seal them with wax. And if you're going to do them for blessings and energy, you're going to want to sage them first. Use the white sage. And then just, infuse your energy with them if you're into that. I know some of you, I had people say, the minute you mentioned energy, I was out. It's like, okay. Well, for those of us that do get into that kind of stuff, you can infuse your own energy into these, your own intention. I'm doing prosperity ones for health, ones for love, and ones for protection and peace. I wanted the peace. Because this time of year, things are really hectic. You know how it is with Christmas. And I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be stressed out, because I usually am, because I'm trying to do so much. And now I'm working. And it's just, I lose focus of what this is all about. I'm just so busy thinking, okay, I got 8 grandchildren to buy for. I got all my children. Getting the house decorated, doing the shopping, making out cards, cleaning, going to work, trying to do any of the festivities. And I'm just like, I'm not enjoying any one of them. It's not like I'm upset. My head's not there. I'm just thinking, this is something I got to do. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. Instead of slowing down and enjoying each thing, focusing on it. And so that's why I made my blessing ball about peace. And when I did it, I was totally stressed. So it's not going to work. I need to redo it. I need to focus on peace and breathing and enjoying the holiday and appreciating what this is about. And, enjoying my family and this time together and feeling good, because last year at Christmas, I wasn't feeling like this. I hadn't even started carnivore yet. But you know what? It was on my New Year's resolutions. Well, last year and the year before and the year before and probably the year before that was to get healthier, lose weight, and feel better. And this year I've achieved that. So I really have a lot to be grateful for. I'm so thankful that I found carnivore, or that carnivore found me. And I need to focus on that and be more appreciative. And I just, I know a lot of carnivores say that. I wished I would have found this sooner, because it's just been amazing. I'm still blown away by it, because I've done so many diets throughout the years, and none of them have felt like this, and none of them had made me feel like this. This has not been a deprivation diet. I keep saying that. I feel satiated. Yeah, I missed the sugar. I missed the carbs at the beginning, but I wasn't hungry. I never went to bed hungry. I ate until I was full. But eventually those cravings went away, and that would have never happened on any other diet. It only happened because of the meat and the fat. And I started healing. I don't have the pains anymore. I don't have the headaches. I started sleeping better, and in turn, that gave me more energy. And I feel good for the first time because I don't remember ever feeling good. Most of my life, I ate the standard American diet, and I was foggy headed and low energy, and I have horrible mood swings, and I just got used to it. I thought, this is just the way it is. This is how I'm meant to feel. And until I discovered carnivore and started feeling good, I had no idea. I had no idea I could feel like this. At 63, I'm finally feeling like a normal, healthy human being. So yeah, I have a lot to be grateful for, and I want to focus on that and enjoy the holidays with my family. Last night I was here and I was working on these blessing balls, and I heard the fire engines. I heard all these horns, and I went running outside, and they had about 4 or 5 fire engines were all decked out in lights, and they had Santa and the Grinch and all these characters on them, and they're just driving down the street for all the kids and stuff. And my husband had already gone to bed. He goes to bed early because he gets up early. But I was here all alone without my grandkids, and it just made me a little bit sad, but I recorded it for them. I wanted them to see, but I still thought that was special. I live in a small town, so I think it's neat that they do that. And I just want to take time to appreciate that kind of stuff, like our Christmas parade and going to the Christmas tree farm. I've got to make time to do that stuff, not just the work, not just, like I said, the shopping and making out of cards and wrapping gifts and all that stuff. I need to make time to enjoy the other fun festivities and appreciate the holidays. So I hope you will too, because this time flies by so fast. And at my age, who knows how many I've got left. I know that's morbid, but on carnivore, I'm hoping I've got another 20, 30 years left, and I very well could have. So, but anyway, so that's it for my first Christmas video vlog. Hopefully the next one won't be as long-winded. I was going to try. I swear I really meant to make this shorter, but I just had so much I wanted to touch on tonight. I'll try and condense the next one. And I've got some more crafts I want to share with you. Oh, I didn't even get to share a Christmas carnivore recipe. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to save that for the next one. Otherwise, this is going to be an hour long. Nobody's even going to watch it. So, but anyway, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.